anniversary of Airbus. Then it's the blades to display, followed by the A400M Solo, and at 10 to 3, the Royal Air Force Aerobatic Team, the Red Arrows. It's a heavy air superiority jet that was designed during the Cold War as the Soviet Union's counter to potential Western opponents, particularly the McDonnell Douglas F-15 Eagle. Right from the start, it showed very impressive performance. One of the modified prototypes set several time to altitude records even before it came into service, which it did with the Soviet Air Force in June 1985. It's the Sukhoi Su-27 P1M, NATO codenamed flanker, and it's on the roll. Those engines too, Lyulka, or now Saturn AL31F turbofans, 27,700 pounds of thrust each in afterburner.
Giving it a thrust-to-weight ratio well in excess of 1:1 in all but its maximum takeoff configuration of 66,000 pounds.
This is a design that Sukhoi has continued to develop over the years. The main variants, the Su-30 multi-role two-seater, the Su-33 carrier version, the Su-34 platypus-nosed strike aircraft, and the much upgraded Su-35 single-seater. It was this sort of manoeuvring that astounded spectators 30 years ago at the Paris Air Show when this aircraft displayed for the first time in the West.
Yeah, very hard to believe it was 30 years ago, when instead of just looking at grainy black and white photos that have been acquired over the years, we were here able to see it in the flesh. Despite its age, and as you say, like the F-15 and F-16, further variants have been developed. But when it came into service, its primary role was defensive counter-air, defense of the motherland against US B-1B and B-52 bombers, and in the offensive counter-air role, escorting Soviet heavy bombers such as the Backfire, the Bear, and the Blackjack.
Now the aircraft coming in from the right for a slow pass. Ukraine took on quite a number of flankers, 67 of them, when it gained independence. Most of them today are stationed at Fairford, where this aircraft comes from, the 831st Guards Tactical Aviation Brigade, being the main provider of Ukrainian air defence. Extremely attractive blue camouflage scheme on this aircraft, which is a so-called pixelated camouflage scheme applied to the Ukrainian flankers.
Great photographic opportunity here.
into the cockpit because short with Lieutenant Colonel Yuri Bulavka there, new display pilot for the 2019 season. Very spectacular, and he didn't use any more than 7G in this display. Beyond no doubt, this is an enormous aircraft. When you compare the top surface area with a Typhoon, it's about 30% bigger and about 40% bigger than the top surface of an F-16. It has a max takeoff weight of 66,000 pounds, like the aircraft in which the then Ukrainian President Petro Poroshenko flew during 2015 once the upgrade program had been done. A tremendous routine by Lieutenant Colonel Yuri Bulavka of the 831st Guards Tactical Aviation Brigade of the Ukrainian Air Force with the Sukhoi Su-27 P1M. And Mark, it's worth reflecting on the fact that the Deputy Flying Display Director and one of the members of the Flying Control Committee went over to Ukraine to validate this display only a week or so ago as the drag chute is deployed on landing, and we're very impressed with the